missing doors, a row house after row house with no heat rented to the poor. Gangs block off the streets. Nowhere, trees or stores. Plastic bags and tape instead of carbon dust. Happy? Spared? Where? More like as when there can be light in his bed. Dead. America doesn't care about this slum. Who's to blame? Sunshine or shadow? At least the lovely name of that lowly street, built in 1830, as Poe described it, where he lived from 1832 or 33 to 35. The name remains Amity. America doesn't care. But touching the powdery grills, I'm singing Tell a Lie. And it's time for Poe. Richmond. Every word of this is true. Harry Street, 3 a.m. What's that clacking ratchet in 4/4? Blues riff on washboard or wheel or poo-wah or rapido, and drunks laughing like crazy below our window. Each one's grinding tune waking me over and over. I heard nothing and slept well. Only a dream, you say next day when I tell you at breakfast. Clickety, clackety, click, clack, clack, click, clackety, click, rack, clackety, clackety, click, rack, clack, click, clackety, click, rack. Only a dream? It feels real as now, today. And yesterday's already red peach tree branches sticking glow November light. Glittering water that trickles down the browner red bricks and cobblestone streets where a black man still takes care of the ashes somewhere between Richmond's tallest building, brutish, erected over a parking garage facing 95, and some floorboards, 260 years old, or going 150 more back to Powelton, whose name Watson Seneca at birth, and Pocahontas, chief, his daughter. Where does goodness lie? What if the British and Christianity aren't invented? Who has done nothing to feel ashamed? The little bright islands, tree clumps, and rocks in the James? Why not let there be Rome again? Built on these hills and a temple not mere brick but marble-faced. First in the new world, fitting a republic to thrive at home in the liberty of its own words, buried exactly where they are written and spoken, rooted in the same ground, at home in the markets, tobacco, iron, cotton, grain, and slaves, also at home in the clack, crack, click, clack, clankerty drunks song? Or is that too much a letdown? Crazy dream within a dream, lying with history? In between, and hopelessly small scale, if not invisible. Yet like sunlight playing in the leaves if you look up in the trees. Is that not Mordecai leaving synagogue? Samuel, tell me, really a mass tomb, now I begin to read on the plaque, where a local royalty-packed theater burns down the night after Christmas, when my reason to be here, almost age 2, he could have burned up with them. Or should I say, burned once and for all? Since he burned before and after, not only up and down Chaco and any other places that claimed him, he barely wanting or able to claim any. Virginia, nevertheless making the best case for his being its son. That's what I'm seeing in Richmond about Poe? Maybe. Without forgetting want of parental affection. His and his words. His worst petty. 2 weeks before Richmond's aristocracy incinerates, Poe's mother dies of tuberculosis. She who, in his words, looks with contempt on the mediocrity of a king, or Poe does at least, in comparing her work as an actor who consecrates herself to beauty. Thus does he, from childhood's power, not see, as others see, in his childhood, barely aware of anything but his new middle name, or Randall name. Out of or into the fire, it burns less dramatically into his flesh, and more slowly, cooler, colder with more depth, seemingly warm at first with a word, the crackety, crack, crick, spelling the syllables of established, as if they could be anything more than some scintillations in a long poem, never to be much more than an unproven principle. Orphan of actors, and brought up to worship, right where the theater burns itself into a tomb or a monumental church, Finis. History declares to the actors, Hank, Mac, Pinkerty, be damned. Not that things looked quite as bad at first. The delicate oval portraits, gold framed, and the state star woven into his bedding. Endless white violets, lover seats, classical verse at ease in the august air with pillars, portico temples, whether in church or at home, and clear views down to the river, surging with come to me, power, and jump in, swim, 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 swim. Who would have thought every dollar, book, and comfort would be lost? Coming back home, and the slaves not even caring who he was, playing their clickety, click-clack, master boy, nothing to them. Iron, tobacco, and cotton with their flesh, going to markets. I don't have the whole story, the scintillations, not worded yet, and not merely biography, but what a place. In this case, it's Richmond, more or less randomly seems to add. That's my privilege today. Minor heroic in form, with one more way to find the Poe. Clickety, clackety, dream within a, didn't you say that word to me? These lines be my witness and the reaction. Structure subverted by losing where it thinks it should follow. Conscious designs notwithstanding. So that spontaneity dominates thinking and tone, however paradoxically. he leaves by 28, for the penultimate moments of his life. When he comes back, 12 years elapse, and all written out for welcome again. And then he writes in 1836, all is right. I have success. And he does. Good health and money, a noble-looking wife, the capital not too far out of sight, his reputation extending, Richmond friends open arms. Bring on the Roman legions, surrounded, marching through walls of flames to the gates of hell. Why not feel this, being the editor of a great new journal, and knowing he has a vision of Southern writing culture to match his New England rivals and all their self-important novelties? Make way, the SLM, Southern Literary Messenger. Literature, every department, and fine arts, its devotion. All those years of his transcribing lines from Shakespeare and Milton, classical prosody, and his hard work come to fruition. Why not tell poets they stink worse than their paper, and they should grab a gun if there's a chance to end their misery? Why not walk with the gorgeous Virginia Clem up Shockoe Hill and see Allen dead in his grave? And then go back to editing, all for himself, but for other writers too. Countless letters, raising the SLM circulation high as anyone's, British included, the manuscripts and money rolling in. Why not a story? It scintillates. It's clank. Someone reports in recent Christian Sentinel how he helped a drunk get off the street. The drunk reaches into his pocket, opens a box, and says, "Take one. My dead beautiful wife's teeth." Now, Mordecai's version of this is Poe, when walking near Shotton Market, where a slave rattles a board to which the other slaves sing click clack crackety click click. Poe asks the master, "What's that?" The master drinks and laughs. "It's your wife's teeth." Mabbott, but nobody else, reports on any other source for that story. Act 3 of Richmond in Poe. No, I mean Poe in Richmond. Richmond, not Allen, would be a better middle name for him. Act 3 opens with Poe writing, it's no use to reason with me now. He wants to go home to die. Virginia dead, and Eureka done, he says. He can accomplish nothing more, he writes, than feel depressed. That's on July 19th, 49. But 40 days later, he could sing. Can it be me on whom thy tempest fell all night? There's nothing but praise in the papers for him. Rave reviews, gratitude for the nativity of the boy from Richmond, now famous, all for his writing. He's even known in France, the Whig reports. Nothing but kindness, he writes. Distinguished invitations, and in his life, love is paving the way to his finally being absolutely established. After so many deaths, I live and write and relish versing, oh, my only light. Can Poe really be imagined clickety, click clack, clack click, clackety, click crack. 40 days later, he's dead. Found derelict in Baltimore. Classical tragedy? After all, he's recognized as grave. Or is it tabloid? He wrote, "The papers are praising me to death," in his last letter to Clem. And Poe wrote this without irony. So what does this place seem to answer? This place of Richmond. Nowhere sees him more. Come out of iron, enslaved, tobacco fed, to be pounded into fine grain, to be spun like cotton down the mighty James. Classical columns provide the frame and stage for re-entrance. Enter he does, and more totally abstracted than ever, says his best translator, Baudelaire. Yet like the tallest pine blasted by lightning and wind, to heavily fall ad montem altissimum, where it grows, as Horace says, ode to. Long little scrolls of his works. He keeps them in his pockets to read. Raven black clothes melt to dove white in the 1849 Richmond summer heat. Mothers and children run out to greet him, walking Richmond streets. Lectures unfold like orris root perfume. The poetic principle all the way out to the raven. And he's called unforgettable, graceful, musical, full of strong sense, and clear. In Poe's voice, one gorgeous flow. He sees Elmira, his lost love, sitting in the front row. Later he's climbing the hill up to her home and meets backers for his new journal, The Apotheosis, christened the Stylus, Poe's Jesus to SLM's John. His public reading at the Exchange, reading to friends out at Talavera's farm, the first yellows tinging September's full leaves, and that idyllic Norfolk scene, moonlight and ocean, and Poe on the veranda reciting Annabel Lee and the Raven with an Ulalume encore. Pretty young women in formal gowns surrounding him. Love it. Who can say what goes wrong? No pretending. Spare us all the simplistic. Drinking or temperance, mother, father, gone, Eurydice lost as Eureka, the scintillations versus established, banquety, imp of the perverse, crank, clack. Plenty of details here complicate a much better story than those simplicities, not but far more than I can provide, including looking around of the skyscrapers, DMVs, who empties ashes out of what. Still, here's a few. Views of the river now blocked by corporate offices and cars. Columns and portico where the boy grew up now disappeared. Even the building replacing it, condemned and graffiti. I am fuck cops on the peeling turquoise bricks, once rich brown red. Still making much of the downtown elder buildings so pretty. SLM Southern Literary Messenger offices, same fate, but the bricks are painted white. Grave of Elmira, it's fetishized, I see when I visit it, with smooth James River stems. Maybe I fetishized Poe in Richmond, much in the same way. Visiting Hollywood Cemetery, where he used to play. Cliffs overlooking the river. Jefferson's Davis's tomb, all dignified, just up the way. And what can I say, a northerner, about the bloodstained banners, the thousands and thousands buried there, haunted today? They might as well be slaves. Or should I run away, taking refuge, like Richard Crashaw, making Loretta a shrine of Our Lady held in his old age? Only, this shrine is too low, and filled with all kinds of relics, many of which I've noted in this poem, yet so many more. Outside the SLM building beams, bricks from Greenwich Village where he lived, almost as famously as he did in Richmond at the end. A gentle black cat to make schoolgirls scream, if they read the story. Quinn's bust of Poe, or at least a copy with lipstick kisses. Poe priest, Chris Sefner, is the best one to tell all the rest. Listen to him.
Kudos to you for pronouncing Choco correctly. Someone from Center County shouldn't know that.
How would you say it?
The way you said
You
it.
said Choco.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm a Yankee too, so what do I
All right. I'll make you quiet. Yeah. I tried to look it up, the derivation and all, and mind you, I didn't really dig in very deeply, but I couldn't find a whole lot. Someone has insight on that peculiar word.
I've heard it called rocks, flat rocks, rocks and water, big rocks. It's all Algonquin, who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
It could be changed then, you mean, the syllables
Yeah.
a little bit and all. Yeah.
All the stories we can tell you about this place. You know how many Richmonders it takes to change a light bulb? 3. 1 to change it, 2 to talk about how great the last one worked.